A lot of people think loving someone should make you jealous and restless, but true love is where you find security and where they give you no reasons to doubt their loyalty. This is to an 8-year-old Muamini. She fell in love with 80-year-old Etienne. This incredible couple met 2 years ago, loved each other and got married, and they're happily living their life thanks to the firstborn who made the family complete. But along the way, people have been criticizing the couple, all because of the 52 age gap difference. Some people even take it too far and stop them when walking and ask the wife if she really loves the old man, and all she does is laughing at them and keep moving because she's happy with the life she's living. But what has kept them going despite a negative backlash from people who disagree with their relationship? They have been through a lot since getting married, and they share with us more of their relationship, but believe you find love where you find love. This is their love story. Today we're in DRC, South Kivu, in one of the far villages here, Santre Mudaka.
Katembela Etienne.
80-year-old Katembela Etienne was born and grew in this village and later got married. Life was good, but a few years ago, the worst of all happened. The wife fell sick and then died, and he remained here alone since his children went in Kinshasa, the capital of this country, in searching for green pasture. Being left alone, yet he needed someone who would be with him here and look after the animals and properties, but more especially help the man not to feel lonely, was the reason he chose to bring in another wife. He approached Muamini, who was still living with her parents, and then proposed her. This was a big yes, and next was presenting himself to the girl's parents, who never cared about the age gap. He then paid the bride price, and from there, they have been living as a husband and a wife to each other. The couple proves that love has no boundaries, as age is just a number, as they truly love each other despite people's comments that they don't make a perfect match, that the woman is after something else and blah blah blah. The man insists that love nowadays is found and given by elder people who have experience in everything. He believes that women no longer want to fall in love with young men because young men don't care enough as old ones. He adds that with age comes the experience of handling and perfecting each and everything, being the reason old men give younger women satisfaction and care they need. I would advise people not to set boundaries. Love has no boundaries and limitations. If you love someone, treat them with care and avoid anything that hurts your partner, like quarrels, which result into fighting and more. The 82-year-old says girls nowadays also don't want to marry young men, as they know that some young men out here are lazy and do not care as much as old men do. What most young men do is thinking about themselves only, and women don't like that idea. You have to consider them first. That's where the saying, ladies come first, came from. Since we as old men know that, and some young men are not aware of that, then we have an advantage over them. This is Muamini. She says she saw the old man coming to her and said he loved her. What she did was giving it time. And the more they spent time together, the more she developed some feelings and then loved him. Some people consider this to be something unusual, But she says it's not ordinary, and she was never shocked the day this old man approached her because she knew so many examples of her friends who dated and lived with elder people and were still happy despite the age gap difference between those couples. So when he came to me and made his intentions clear, I thought it for a while and then said, why not? Why go for some young boys out here who sometimes fail to understand women? It is said the old man has a lot of possessions, including some pieces of land, goats, cows, and more. Asking whether she followed all this since the man is even too old, she denies this, saying she never knew he had all these until when they lived together. My parents were aware that we were in love, and at some point they could not see it making sense, but never stopped or warned me from loving him. They rather said maybe love is blind, and then blessed our marriage. We have now spent 2 years living together, and we were lucky we have produced our firstborn, who filled the missing puzzle and made our family complete. I can tell you that those 2 years have been my best years in my life so far, for I had never met anyone who loves and cares for me the way he does. Since she's enjoyed the marriage, she says it's something usual, and she does not understand why a girl would reject someone simply because they're old. She urges young women not to think twice if an old man comes in, because that's an opportunity that comes once in life. Ghislaine lives in this neighborhood. She says that at first she also had negative stereotypes, where she considered a relationship of people with such a big age gap difference not real. But after seeing the two here, she changed her mind and now a believer that true love has no barrier. The wife says she's happy and proud of the man she married and does not care about the age gap difference between them. She says some people always stop them and ask if this is really her husband or his grandpa or even the dad. But she just laughs at them without giving them further information, because love has nothing to do with years. Despite being old, the man still has some energy to work for the family. He has to go in the garden and organize everything, cultivate or even do weeding whenever it's necessary. And the woman is happy that she has a husband who is not lazy, even though the husband is too old. Everyone can say that it's a wonderful family where they happily share whatever they have, which strengthens the bond between the two. They prove that true love does not discriminate. It is said love is true when it gives you the freedom to be the perfect reflection of your real self, doing exactly all you'd ever wanted to be. Finding someone who makes you feel happy is not as important as someone who actively creates happiness around you, someone whose happiness stimulates yours. This is a story by Jansi Shamamba. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.